Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Hey man, y'all spend some vortices in the chat if I can be heard, man. All praises to the ever presence, the creator, the God maker. Good to see everybody in the building, man. Y'all know how we do. Y'all see the topic, realities of the spirit realm. What haven't we been taught? And so we're here today to talk about what you don't know. What you don't know. We're here to live and wrestle with you inside jaw and jaw jack. No. We're here to talk about what you don't know. You feel me? In this life, we're all students. Speaking for myself, I'm constantly learning something. So I'm never not in student mode. Like I'm always looking to, be ahead of the curve or get the edge. I'm always looking for. It is what it is, man. Good to see y'all in the building. Y'all already know. Let me go ahead and shout some of y'all out now. This is dead. We got the building. We got my sister Yafa in the building. boy, hey, if you a super boo, you be mad at SZA, boy. SZA come out of nowhere and just drop a bomb on her post. And it just made everybody start foaming at the mouth, man. I be hollering like, shout out to Yafa, greatest daughter in the building. My brother Just Me, Buzz Lightyear in the building. That's the brother with all the archives. You know what I mean? All the CGG archives. Holla at Just Me. Love, light, balance, brother. The mentals. You know what I mean? And your family be, prosperous and move forward. Spiritually progressive, all that good stuff, man. Love, light, balance, healing, and all that good stuff in between. To everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? My brother DK, Earl Cosmon in the building. Robert McCall, the equalizer. Donatello of the Turtle Gang. I put this brother up against your top scientific mind. You understand? And I guarantee he ragdolled. Guaranteed. Reason the building. Oh, Reason to put the CGG on it. That's what's up, Reason. I've known Reason a long time, yo. Long time. Reason say, fuck that, I'm gang. That was up, Reason. Love, life, balance, and fam. You know what I mean? Everybody be thinking the little over some blood curdling. All types of badness, man. Everybody don't be. I don't even be on nothing like that. I spend too much of my time putting good out so I can get good back. You feel me? So, man, it's all love over these ways. Number love, light, balance. Reason got the CGG on the thing, baby. I ain't mad. That's what I'm talking about. Reason like, nah, fuck all that. Who else we got in the field? Love, light, balance. We got A plus the kid. What up? What's the word? What's the word? Nothing love and light over these ways, man. I ain't doing nothing but ducking suckers. Staying sucker free. You feel me? Making the decisions I need to make to move forward. Sometimes we be involved in situations where you can't even move forward. You got a decision to make, deep. You got a decision to make. Sometimes we got to trim that fat. There be stuff going on in our life that don't serve us anymore. It's just time to go. You over there still twiddling your thumbs, hoping something gonna fall off the sky. Look, if the situation ain't benefiting you or serving you at all anymore than there's certain things that it's a decision you gotta make. You know what I mean? Hey, get to your purpose. You know what I mean? You wasn't born a factory worker. You were born a child of the creator, the God maker. This is your journey. So, hey, maybe some hard line decisions you gotta make. Feel me? Examine your life. Like, hey, if it ain't serving you nothing, like if it's keeping you back from walking in your purpose and what it is, then hey, you may have to trim some fat. You know what I mean? Nothing but love, though. Nothing but love. Who else we got up in here? We got my brother Bezel. Bezel, you going off, man? Bezel sent me a picture the other day of something Millie Mouth Negro. Somebody look like me. I'm like, nah, nah. This Negro look like he lick his eyebrows. He like he put spit on his eyebrows, bro. Nah. Going off, Bezel. Number love, my brother Bezel from New York all the way down to the A. Number love, like we got the West Side. Excuse me, we got the mayor of the West Side of the ST. Hell in the building. My brother Aki, Abiel Israel, my brother in arms. You know what I mean? Me and him got a few weeks. Matter of fact, me and him got some big things coming up, boy. Next month, don't be quiet. We just got word this morning, man. It's gonna be marvelous. Hey, this time we gotta document everything. Everything. You know what I mean? We can turn all that into a documentary or something. You feel me? Number love and light. Who we got? Bishop X in the building. CW, Jeezy, FGK. Oh, Daisy, baby. Man, you gotta love the creators' children, man, because we come with that sauce. You know what I mean? Who else we got up in there? BC, Brandon Carter, my brother from Naptown in the building. You know what I mean? Cool. The coolest faith is in the earth right there. That brother is laid back. Oh, shout out to my brother BC, Brandon Carter. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, man. Salute. I salute the brothers that's been in the field a very, very long time. You feel me? Unwavering. Y'all shout out, man. Y'all go over there, like, subscribe, share, man. Tap in with your God. See La Shalom. You know what I mean? Bro, been doing this thing a very, very long time. So y'all already know it's a problem. If you're looking for a problem, you already got one. You already got one messing with me. You understand? I know what it takes to get yourself, put yourself out there on the front line and sacrifice time and family. You know what I mean? What you want to do just to put this higher light out. You understand? So, salute, huh? You know what I mean? If don't nobody tell you enough, you all appreciate it. Believe that. Believe that. We got my sister Keela Kaz. Go, Miss Keelan. Now, Keela is another one. She's another one. Her and Yafa, oh my God, man. Hey, if you are in bondage to any type of false deity or makeshift god or whatever, them sisters right there are gonna pour salt in the wound. You will be like, oh my God, man. Like, hey. Keela and Yafa pop off so much, they don't even know this. I get called about them all the time. When I get called by these sisters, like, man, dang, I mean, like, what they talking about? These brothers that be on the fence and not even all the way over where we at with it. You know what I mean? And sisters be trying to wild. And I'm telling the Millie Mouth makeshift nigga, what you calling me for? What you think I'm about to do? Like, come against what she's saying is right. What the hell do you want me to say? Oh, sister, that's a man, so you can't fix your mouth or twist your lips to offer any type of higher light or insight. Man, you gonna get your ass on somewhere with that. You know what I mean? If you can't debunk the light she coming with, then that's your problem. But then Keela's another. Love and light, kid. You already know. You already know. Who else we got up in here? Up in here. Okay. Good up in there. So yeah, y'all see the time, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is in this deal. And we ain't here to play with nobody. We ain't here to, that ain't our style. But we all here, you understand, to blow past your little deities. You know what I mean? And ragdoll them in they doctrine. Now, hey, hit dogs holler, so if you get offended at that, whose problem is that? It's mine. Ain't mine at all. I'm not about to lose a smidgen of sleep. You know what I mean? I ain't finna lose a nanosecond of sleep over Nam Millie Mouth misfit foaming at the mouth and calling himself angry. Don't nobody care nothing about all that, man. Y'all be all right. Big, let's go.
Creator gang is undefeated. Creator gang is undefeated. Know that. Know that. They not like us. Separate the real from the fake is a must. We stand on creator and know God we trust. Team Kemet got crushed into powder and dust. Woo! Kemet looking bad now. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many men down? Look at us all running, ducking, trying to skip town. Now power one it in. You Hebrew, what you Kemet now? Siding with the people that enslaved your own people now? Chop you up into pieces and throw you in the river now. Bet you right beside you, get ate by Kemetic crocodile. Look, we got them running, covering square miles. Scared to death, what's left only to take the crown. Get smashed down on your own stomping ground. We took over like the Hicksos on your turf doing a disco. 2-stepping, no half-stepping with the info. You wouldn't even know the book of the dead, bro, if it wasn't for the translation done by my sparrow. Your time's narrow, semi-missiles blow out your arch arrows. Arches down, so goes the pharaoh. I saw him reading the glyphs like he an expert. But where he learned that from? This about to hurt. First translation came from Samuel Birch. European Egyptology gave you it first. You couldn't translate a bird to a word without looking up them European definition verbs. Y'all niggas acting like y'all blackity black. Fronting to the people, man, y'all niggas actually whack. Your pathetic comedic creation meant it's a trap. The blind leading the blind with no actual facts. Shabario Saze, you softer than Sade. Come to find out he followed Yahweh. That was your execution. You par Rosicrucian. Western thought you using. You are quite confusing. Don't know what you doing. How my eye got you moving. Right now you are losing. At your wake I'm viewing. R.I.P. communion. Mummy wrapped in ruin. OSP is ruling. Science has been proven. All motion moving. You live in an illusion. Who you think you fooling? Think you need some schooling. It's like Reggie out here living in a ghost town. Walking around like I see dead people around. I don't believe in spirits, but I believe them now. Stuttering Stanley, you can have a seat now.
Stuttering Stanley, stuttering Stanley, stuttering Stanley, stuttering Stanley. Shut up, you freak.
Freaky ass Kemet, they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kemet, they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kemet, they got 69 gods. 69 gods, 69 gods. Freaky ass Kemet, they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kemet, they got 69 gods. Freaky ass Kemet, they got 69 gods. 69 gods, 69 gods. Creator gang is undefeated. Creator gang is undefeated, and it's gonna remain that way.
As the biosphere thinks humans into existence. As the biosphere thinks humans into existence.
As the biosphere thinks humans into existence.
So we recognize the earth and have to take care of it. If it was just a floating mass, we could throw trash where we wanted and do what we wanted to do. If it was just a floating mass, we could throw trash where we wanted and do what we wanted to do.
If it was just a floating mass, we could throw trash where we wanted and do what we wanted to do.
It is in the southeastern side behind Punt that this God exists. It is in the southeastern side behind Punt that this God exists.
It is in the southeastern side behind Punt that this God exists.
And Ra rises in the morning and they're explaining the sunrise and how it comes up in the night. The sunrise and how it comes up in the night.
The sunrise and how it comes up in the night.
Let's talk about my teacher, award-winning scientist Hitoshi Moriyama. Let's talk about my teacher, award-winning scientist Hitoshi Moriyama.
And oh yeah, put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feel it when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh Just that job felt, that child main, that papa bull, that towel main, since sunset in the arc of Wayne. My brain moving like towel saying, so as above, it's so below. That up and that down thing. This flow is atmospheric. I call that a ground game. See, water is knowledge, so if I'm teaching, you're learning. So how your God make a sun without vortexing current? See the pattern is ponic. I'm reaching out for my people. Oh, watch me flow through your speakers. You feel the force of the ether. And when the force gets the equal, I'm taking off like an eagle. Police popped the pastor yesterday for pushing political. My DNA is Moshe. Mix that thing with higher water. My spirit rate is OTN. It's just a higher order. Got more light than Kavita. Rap a lot just like Tila. Went from sinner to saint. Shout out my big homie Sealer. Got more torque than a sports car. Got more work than a door stop. In the 4 million I make, I'm giving the Dr. Umar, oh yeah. Yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Super 7 in my rites and ceremonies. I'm married to Jehovah, holy matrimony. Confucius say, in the words of Caillou, before you hit the tomb, be a bridegroom. Only got one question for Miss Susan B. On how to last Ahu when it's now a ennui. Blame my inspiration, I'm just thinking thoughts. But in the way of God's, we gon' keep it short. Why Jesus wanna kill me, Matthew 10:34. Just a couple questions that I'm needing to know. Oh, watch me flow, it's so potent. Set the vortex in motion. Super 7, I'm floating across the Aegean Ocean. Oh, you a Muslim now, so I guess you make it a lot. Well, I'm an Israelite. I'ma make you met the Shabbat. Got Moses on the bumper, super slap off in my spaceship photosphere. So I stay lit, peace and light to the faith is so yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah.
All right, question for Iz. Would you kill your child, your son, if your God told you to?
You said the Most High told me to?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the Most High said do it, then that's what it is. Yeah, man, the Most High said do it, then that's what it is.
Yeah, man, the Most High said do it, then that's what it is.
A 22-year-old woman told hotel workers in Holmes County that she had been directed by God. To go on a shooting spree about the solar eclipse, and that not long after she left the hotel in a purple Dodge Challenger driving to the interstate, traveling west, shooting into 2 cars. One of the drivers was shot in the neck, the other grazed in his arm.
If your God came to you right now, tonight, in pomp and glory, shining, and he commanded the death of your child, would you sacrifice your child?
If the Most High is going to do it, of course. If the Most High is going to do it, of course. If the Most High is going to do it, of course.
Peter Lucas Moses refers to himself as a radical religious person who is with the Black Hebrews. And he just pleaded guilty to killing a 4-year-old and a woman that he was living with. He killed the 4-year-old because he thought he was gay.
Moses believed 4-year-old Higginbotham was homosexual. Klein says Moses took Higginbotham to the garage, played the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, and shot him. If
God came to you and told you to sacrifice your kid, would you sacrifice your kid?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
God is called a terrible, demon-like power. God is called a terrible, demon-like power. God is called the terrible, demon-like power. So Napa means empty, you could say, or open. Shita means demon. or demon-like or terrible. Shada means demon or demon-like or terrible. Shada means demon or demon-like or terrible.
According to the criminal complaint, Polite told investigators God told him to shoot Pastor Germany. God told him to shoot Pastor Germany.
God told him to shoot Pastor Germany.
And he wanted to go to jail to clear his mind.
Would you kill your child or your grandchild if God told you to?
Oh, man.
So that's a yes?
Yeah, well, it's a yes. It's a yes.
It's a yes.
But I think that it would be a test. I don't think the Lord would actually tell you to do it. I think it would just be a test because we can see.
You'd be willing to go through with it?
Or I'll go through any trial the Lord puts me through.
He was leader Yahweh ben Yahweh, the self-proclaimed Son of God. One day in 1981, her North Dade home became a house of death. Banks and her husband, Carlton Carey, had just returned from talking with police about another Yahweh member who had been decapitated. Today, Yahweh ben Yahweh is charged in her attempted murder and the death of her husband. October 1986, Yahweh's take over an Opalaka apartment building. Two residents who were ordered to leave publicly complained. That night, both were shot to death.
Wow! Judah, do you hear me? If the Most High Yahweh tells you to kill your family, would you do it? Yes or no?
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes.
Oh, Judah, no.
Damn. Judah didn't mean that, y'all. If the Most High say, put your family down, would you do it for the Most High?
By faith, yes. By faith, yes.
By faith, yes.
But he's going to tell me not to do it, just like he did Abraham. We have a story like that already. Next.
The moral law is that if a child was to be rebellious, okay, towards their parents, they was to be taken out and stoned to death because of that. You see what I'm saying?
Would you do that? Would you do that if your God came back to you today in glory and said, I want you to stone your son if he get rebellious? Would you? Would you do it?
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I would.
Wow.
The Most High was to come to you and ask you to off your loved ones. Would you do it, brother?
If I had made the mistake, if I didn't have ancestors inside of me and I made the mistake to make babies with outside nations, and then I heard the download from my ancestors saying that you need to put them away, yes, I will put them away. Yes, I will put them away.
Yes, I will put them away.
Okay, Judah Nazareth, if the Most High come to you and say, I want you to put down your family, I have a better movement for you that I need you to do. Would you do it?
They're out of here. They're out of here.
Man, it gets worse. It gets worse with these misfits, man. You know, we just be out here showing a difference between what we talking about versus what the majority of these religious devotees are talking about. You feel me? Man, you can't compare what we on. It's nothing they talking about. I mean, this cat said they out of here. The other one, the look hall, that boy said, hell yeah. Man, you can't compare. Yeah, but anyway, shout out to the haters, jaw jackers, and naysayers. Yeah. Yeah, we love y'all too. CGG in the field. And shout out to the creative gang, man. Shout out to the gang. The work y'all doing is I don't even think it's understood like how impactful and how dynamic it is. We out here retiring. We out here retiring camels. Cats disappearing. HOK is in shambles. You know what I mean? And this is what it is, man. It just is what it is over these ways. Number, love, life, and $1,000. Bronze, yeah. Hold on. So it's a different. Y'all gonna make it other channels. Like, so this is a whole other channel right here. I ain't got to sign in that one. I guess you can get it to me one of these days. Well, yeah, I've been over there on CGG TV too. Dropping, you feel me? Man, it's all good, big dog. Negroes better go be incorporated, man. S Corp, C Corp, something. We can't be incorporated only in name. You pin this to the top. So you want everybody to waste pin message. All right, y'all. It's up there at the top of the honor and humility chat. Subscribe to the Credit Gang Incorporated channel. You know, Bronze always doing something. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. What we got going on today, Malachi? Y'all see the topic. So let's not act as if we don't know what's going on. It's a lot going on around these pods. All right, so let me go ahead and grab a little taste real quick. Hold on. Let me grab a little taste. So we're dealing with the realities of the spirit realm. Yeah. What we don't know. What we don't know is what we're going to talk about today. All right. Let's start right here. This is a good one. To kind of get your mind wrapped around some of these key concepts we ain't talking about. We can talk about some stuff that's way over everybody's head. They'll catch up years later and be like, yeah, you know. Yeah, creator. Did you just say the creator? Oh, man. All right, let's go here. Let's go here first. You know what I mean? Headshot. MACABEE. The most feared book on the planet, to be honest with you. Oh, okay. You want Miss LaFay. Happy belated birthday, my sister, Miss LaShawn LaFay. We in the same month around this deal. Matter of fact, I got a son that'll be 4 this Saturday. Yeah. Young Jeremiah, eligible 4 on the 11th. And then my soul day the 30th. What you say, Key like something? Hey, that is what it is. Hey, all we gotta do is stick around. Stick around, man. Yep, that's right. That's right. All we gotta do is stick around. Just keep letting your light shine. But be thick-skinned with it. You know what I mean? Meaning you can't care about what nobody else gotta say. We ain't gotta beat nobody into submission, but we ain't gotta be getting in the knees either. Knees all slap happy and nervous when you come around somebody that's less like I'm about to is. And if the topic of God on the table, I'm tripping. That's just what it is. We about to get some understanding. And what we gonna do is what? Make it make sense. That's it. We just gonna make it make sense. You know what I mean? Let's get into some of this. Let's get into some of this right here. That's where we going first. Let's see if we can wrap our head around some of these concepts. We in the book, we in Owaski. We in Owaski means sky, earth, spirit. Sky, earth, spirit. Alright. So we in the book of Esther, God's book of Esther, chapter 40. You know what I mean? And it's going over some of these trials of these false gods and what they be teaching. You know what I mean? So we're gonna jump all down to verse 14. We're gonna start around verse 14. Make sure I can be heard. Yep, I can be heard. Oh, okay. I'll do it. Camera off. All right, so look, let's get into some of this. This is God's book of Esther, chapter 40, verse 14. All right, let's go ahead and feast. What don't you know? What haven't we been taught? Because that's where we are headed, in the spirit world. You gonna spend more time there than you are in the flesh. And it ain't no, you know, you ain't never wondered like why we ain't got no type of detail about where we going. Like who the hell goes on a trip? You know what I mean? You ain't got no itinerary. You don't know what you're doing on day 1, day 2, and shit. We going to Disney World, man. Day 1, we gonna go do this. Day 2, we doing this. This how much money we gotta spend. This how long it's gonna take. This the Airbnb we got. This the rental. Like you prepared for the journey. So my question is, how you preparing for something that you ain't been told nothing about? How you preparing for something that you've been told nothing about? It's all spookisms to you. Look at this, chapter 14. For the time of the fulfillment of my revelations, it will not be sufficient for either heaven or earth to reestablish spiritual communion. But it shall also be shown to them that there are kingdoms and principalities in heaven. Kingdoms, y'all. You thinking it's one kingdom, singular kingdom. Kingdom of God, kingdom of heaven. That's coming to earth according to Revelation. So what are we talking about? Notice what it said. But it shall also be shown to them that there are kingdoms and principalities in heaven. Right above your head, the lower heavens, the intermediate heavens, the atmosphere, kingdoms, principalities, all this is plural. Now that's something to trip off of because they got what's called Project Blueberry. Look that up. And how they plan on faking some type of massive return for some type of sky daddy or sky deed. You know what I mean? But what the masses don't know already is that there are kingdoms and principalities in heaven. Look at this. And they are ruled. Look at this. We're going to talk about what you don't know. These principalities and these kingdoms are ruled over by both good and bad gods. Bad drop, wait. Here you go, getting your kneecaps dusty, snotting at the nose. Blow your nose, boy. You feel me? You really don't know how to discern between the experience you have spiritually. You know what I mean? If it's the inspiration of a God, true God, that's down with your creator, a God maker, or an evil angel, a bad God, looking just to make a slave of your soul. You don't know. You just, I'm so spiritual and I feel my solar plexus opening and you're like, look. There's nothing wrong with tapping in however you plan on doing that. But what are the basics of the spirit world? How you know you ain't been in some type of communion with an evil angel, a false God? Look at this. Moreover, they shall understand the truth that whoever worships Buddha shall go to Buddha to be his slaves. Whoever worships Brahma shall go to Brahma and be his slaves. Y'all newsflash, the same applies to Christ. The same applies to Gabriel or Allah. Or any so-called deity you call yourself devoted to. That's where you're going. You sure is going to the kingdom of white Jesus. Yeah, these are the butter sandwiches you want. Yeah. No. Going over to the kingdom of black Yahweh, black Jesus. And worm in your belly. Y'all, you ain't understanding. Whoever you worshiping, that's what you want. You want to see that. As a slave. Worming on your belly. You ain't realized yet. If your God has been seen, has form and figure, and that God is worshipped, that God is false. The creator, the God maker is invisible, ever present, everywhere, not in the form and figure of a man, woman, angel, animal. Within and without. There's nowhere you can go when the presence of the Creator is not there. I'm gonna say it again. There ain't nowhere you can find yourself going, where the Creator's presence is not there. Creator fills all space and place. Creator's not localized on a throne somewhere. A God is, whether it's a good God or a bad God. They sit on thrones, but they are not to be confused with the Creator, the God maker. If y'all understand that false gods, their job is to capture souls and make you a slave, worming on your belly. If you understand that, drop some nines in the chat. We're gonna make it make sense today. We're gonna make it make sense. Because the spirit world is where you're going to spend the majority of your existence. You're going to spend more time in the spirit than you will in the flesh. Where we going? What's the itinerary? What we going to do when we get there? You're over there scratching like, man, I'm planning for a trip to France. Oh, yeah. When? I don't know. What airline do you want to take to get there? I don't know. How much money it costs for you to enjoy yourself and your family? I don't know. What's your living arrangements once you get there? I don't know. You got money to eat? I don't know. Like, what's all this I don't know? How the hell are we headed to the spirit world and don't nobody know what you gonna be doing? I don't know. Damn, don't nobody know. Quran ain't told you, Bible ain't told you, Meditation ain't told you, ancestral worship ain't told you, the I Ching out in Asia ain't told you, Buddha ain't told you, Brahma ain't told you, Jesus ain't told you, Allah ain't told you. How in the hell do you prepare for a trip that you know nothing about? You don't know nothing about it. So guess what you can't do? Prepare for it. You know, you ignorant of what you're going to be doing. Look at this verse 15. I will make it plain to them that to worship a spirit. Look at this. Look at this. To worship a spirit, though he is a God, is simply the giving of their own souls into bondage. Do y'all hear that? Man, so you see why the gang out here. You see. Y'all catch up one day and be snotting all on my shoulders. Bro, man, thank you, man. Dang, I didn't know. I just didn't know. It's okay, bro. Below your nose. You know, you got snot all over my shoulder, player. It's all good. I was trying to tell you that all years ago. Like, hey, look, you weren't in your belly. It's a false God. He created God. That God is false. It ain't the creator. That's all we've been telling you. Like, look, learn to distinguish between a God and your maker. You know what I mean? Look at this. Again, it says, though he is a God, is simply the giving of their own souls into bondage. I will make it plain to them that to worship a spirit, though he is a God, is simply the giving of their own souls into bondage. Look, especially so-called melanated folk in America or in the West, you know the story of bondage all too well, don't you? So you mean to tell me you gonna live a life in the flesh in bondage and then cross over in spirit and still be worming on your belly? No, man, choose creator today. All who choose the creator are his chosen. For they shall in that day understand that the great spirit, the ever-present, the creator, the God maker, is not an idol. In the figure of a man sitting on a throne. Hold on. Malachi. Hold on. Oh, see, now you over here playing around. Now you over here playing around. Verse 15. Okay. Yeah, now you over here playing around. That's major right there. Your maker is not a man sitting on a throne. If y'all understand that, throw an 8 up in the chat, man. The Creator is everywhere, ever present, within you, without you. Been talking to you your whole life. You just been trained to cut his voice off. Creator been talking to you before you can remember. The Creator has been talking to now. Yeah. Before you can remember. Before you can remember. That first mind, you call it. That first voice. I should have followed my first mind. And I'm over tripping. Dang, I knew better. And that's your maker. Been talking to you. See, you've been trained not to listen to that voice, to avoid it. You've been trained to the false deities, aka religion. So if the Creator is not an idol in the form of a man sitting on a throne, now we got to ask certain questions. Let's go to Isaiah, the 6th chapter in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. Let's go there. Isaiah, the 6th chapter. We got everybody get some understanding. I got my brother AQUA, Israel in the building. Salute, King. Love the work you're doing out here. Love the work you're doing out here, brother. You know what I mean? Y'all can say, what you think Project Blue be gonna have the idols look like? Oh, we gonna show you. Yeah, you can get whatever type of Jeebus, whatever type of Allah you want. We gonna show you. We're gonna show you what they gonna be looking like. You know what I mean? Let's look at this right here. So since the Creator is not the great spirit, the ever present, is not an idol in the form and figure of a man sitting on a throne. Who is this? Isaiah 6:1. The year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. That's good. Let's get a different what you call it. Let's get a different translation to make it a little more clear for you. You know about trains, you know what I mean? New Living Translation right here. What did it say? It was in the year King Uzziah died that I saw the Lord. He was sitting on a lofty throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Huh? So it's the Lord. Isaiah said he saw the Lord, right? And to be fair, it ain't H3068 that everybody knows Jehovah or Yahweh. It's Adonai.
Strong's H136. Adonai.
Adonai. Sound like Adonis. Another false god. Look at this. Look what it say. It say, my Lord, is a lowercase Lord of men. Wow. Think about this. How can the Creator, the God maker, have the same title as a man? It's a man over in Europe right now that holds the title of a Lord. There's plenty of lords in Europe. Wake up in the morning, stank like you fought. Visits the commode quite frequently. Think about it. How can a man hold the same exact title as the Creator, the God? Like man can't. Man is not ever present. Man is not all knowledge, all powerful. Sees all, knows all. That's only the Creator. The angels aren't even that. It says a man of God, and it says Lord. Title spoken in place of Yahweh. Jewish display of reverence. Adonai. Let's come back. So let's make no mistake about it. Isaiah is saying he saw Adonai, who he's calling Yahweh, sitting on the throne and the robe filled the temple. All right. Now, just in case you think that no, Malachi, look at this. He said, verse 5. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone. Because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, Yahweh of hosts. He said his eyes. Who was he looking at? Verse 1. So that Adonai in verse 1 that lowercase Lord is Yahweh or Yahweh. See that? His eyes saw that. So if we read right here, I will make it plain to them. I will make it plain to them that to worship a spirit, though he is a God, is simply the giving of their own souls into bodies. For they shall in that day understand that the great spirit, the ever-present, is not an idol in the figure of a man sitting on a throne. So what we just did was make the differentiation, or we distinguished between the creator, the God maker, and a God. And we went into the Bible, we went into Isaiah the prophet, right? And Isaiah said he saw with his own eyes Yahweh sitting on the throne. So if that's the case, then who is Isaiah? Who is that Isaiah is seeing with his own eyes? Who is it that's being worshipped? Well, Malachi, hold on, cuz. What do you mean? I'm about to show you exactly what I mean. So if you understand that the creator does not sit on the throne, and that whoever is sitting on the throne claiming to be the creator is pump faking. You understand that? Go ahead and drop some photos up in the chat, man. We over here working. You know? We over here working. That's it. Ain't nothing to be mad about. Ain't nothing for you to be lip fumbling and, you know, snotting. None of that. Now let's go to the book of Sapphira. Before I speak. Headshot. So let's understand it, since you know. Does everybody think we over here just running out of mouth? Y'all just, I don't know, man. You know, then look, the things we get accused of, like, y'all evil, you fell off, you ain't got no life. As if we over here talking about something blood curdling. As if we talking about killing children. We just played a video for you with devoted Israelites are talking about killing their children. If the atmosphere skip across their earlobes with too much atmospheric pressure. If he get the wrong twitch, he gonna lay Alfred down. We the ones telling you weapons down. The creator ain't inspired none of you to spill blood. We the ones telling you you get inspired to go kill something, you bet not. We the ones telling you the creator's not localized with his ass in a church somewhere. See, now you got to re-examine. Okay, I ain't walking to. Well, I've been devoted to. And look, I ain't the one that never knocked any of your spiritual experiences. I'm not the one to tell you that the spirit world don't exist. Our question is this. How do you know you ain't been in agreement with a false God this whole time? You don't know nothing about where you're going. Huh? Who plans a trip and don't know nothing about the place they going? What we gonna do when we get there? I don't know. How long it take to get there? I don't know. How much it costs to get there? I don't know. What airline we gonna take to get there? I don't know. Guess what's gonna happen? You're not going on that trip without the proper intel. You know what I mean? You have to prepare for your journey. And that's what life is doing. Life is preparing you for where you're going to be spending the majority of your time in, the spirit world. So what haven't you been taught? You think it's a coinky thing? Either if the gang is on, it's so much light coming out. When we ain't around, bro, platforms like the HOK dead. Platforms like Lions get dead. Gang ain't around. FOPE dead. Canaanite gods dead. Like ain't nothing cracking. Judah Nasty dead. Ain't nothing cracking over there. Nothing. You see? Let's get to some of this. Question. Who is the creator? Who is Jehovah or Jehovah? Answer. The Great Spirit. He who is over all and within all, the potent, meaning all strength, and unseen, invisible. It is he whose ever presence quickens in the life all that live. Did I just say something wrong for you to be fumbling at the mouth? Huh? For you to be throwing a little hissy fit? Did I just say anything wrong? Is there anybody that can disagree with that? Is there anybody that'll say, no, the Most High ain't overall, you know, the Most High is weak, he ain't broken. The Most High is visible, he ain't invisible. And no, the Most High ain't ever present. Think about it. What can a mealy mouth misfit say against what we just read? What higher light could you bring to correct us with this understanding of who the creator, the God maker is? Nothing. Nothing. You can't argue against that. That makes sense. Yeah, the Most High, the Great Spirit would be everywhere. Yeah, been talking to me since before I can remember. You're right. Dang. Okay. Yeah, he is all powerful. Creator is unseen. That makes sense. Where is the creator is the next question. See? Y'all get y'all on the watch me, man. There's more answers than questions. And it makes so much sense. You're gonna be like, wow, okay. So the next question is, where he at? Where is creator? Answer. Everywhere. How you gonna argue with this? Say, no, the creator ain't everywhere. Creator is in a wheelchair in space rolling around. Shout out to my brother Daryl Cosmine. That means he's not ever present. His ass is present in that chair, but he's not ever present. The word's not everywhere. Where he is everywhere. What I'm saying is, God is not ever present if it's localized in a wheelchair, even if that chair moves. Even if it moves. You know what I mean? If he's localized on a chair in space, then guess where he ain't at? He ain't in Russia. He ain't down in the Congo. He ain't within you. No, he's localized in a chair in space. But here come old Waspy all late to the game. Everybody all mad. Oh man, when did that come out? Here you go, seal clapping and fumbling at the lips like you got one up. Where is creator since he's ever present? Everywhere. Nor is there a place without him. Okay. Question. What is his form? Like how he shaped, what he look like? Do he got enough concentrated forms of melanin? Is he paler than milk? He got an afro like y'all probably don't know who Julius Hunter is. That's one of the news anchors from St. Louis back in the day with the ashy lips. But do we got an afro like a perfect? It don't matter like who. Is his afro perfectly trimmed? Do we got red bloodshot eyes? We got feet like it. What is the creator's form? Answer. No man can attain to know his form. So Isaiah saw someone sitting on a throne we called Adonai, and then he later called Yahweh. But this verse say, no man can attain to know his form. But the creator's everywhere, invisible. What the hell you about to draw to say that's the creator? You don't got it. There's nothing in existence that's ever present but creator. Question. What is his extent? Answer. No man can attain to know his extent. Everywhere. Not in the form of figure of man. Angel, woman, animal. You can't argue against it. You can't argue against it. Look at this. Question. Is he a person? Answer. In as much as all the living a person, so is he the all person of all things. You can't argue against that. In so much as his ever presence quickened into life all that live. It cracked off because the Creator's presence is there. So is his ever presence with the living, seeing, hearing, and feeling every word and act of all men, women, and children on the earth and in heaven. Man, if y'all don't leave me alone, if y'all don't leave me alone with all this, you over there mad about it. You see how cold the Creator is? Huh? And as much as his ever presence quickened into life all that live, so is his ever presence with the living, seeing, hearing, and feeling every word and act of all men, women, and children on earth and in heaven. Man, let me answer this though. Y'all meditate on that for a minute. Watch this. Hey, if y'all like the understanding so far, y'all go ahead and drop some sevens up in the chat. Drop some sevens in the chat if y'all been getting the understanding, loving the vibes and all that, man. Y'all know how we do. Let's work. Okay, the understanding is going forth. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. So it says right here that in as much as all the living a person, so is he the all person of all things. That's powerful. And as much as his ever presence quickened in the life all that live, so is his ever presence with the living. So when you hear my bro Cosmo Cal say, breathe in, let the light in. Man, look, the Creator is as near today as he was yesterday. All you gotta do is choose prayer and just set your mind in order. You know what I mean? Breathe and create in. What are you talking about? Look at it. Seeing, hearing, and feeling every word. Hold on. Some words. No, every word. And action. Seeing, hearing, and feeling. The Creator sees, hears, and feels every word and action of all men, women, and children on earth and in heaven. You can't argue against that, man. You know what I mean? Question. Look what they have. What interest do you have in the Creator? Look at the answer. He is my Father. He is within my soul. Huh? He is my Father. He is within my soul. I am within him. And a very member of his person. Man, look, man. Verse 24. Look at this. Who are the angels? Who are the angels of heaven? Question. Answer. People who once lived on earth or other physical corporeal worlds. Dang. Dang, dog. That's a game changer. Angels are ancestors. All the ancestor worship everybody talking about, those are angels you ain't communicating with. Them angels. Angels are people who once lived on earth for other corporeal worlds. But what is their form? Because no man can know the form of the Creator or the extent of the Creator. So what are the forms of angels then? Answer, even as mortals. The angels, that's why angels come looking like men. They come looking just like men. Because they were one-time living men. Yeah? It's just a different density. It's just like water and ice. Water, ice, and vapor. You dig? It's still a man. You know what I mean? Man, angel, God. Water, ice, vapor. Still a man. It's just, a more perfected form of a man. Easy to understand. Easy to make sense. Easily makes sense. Question, where is heaven? Answer. Worlds unseen by mortals fill the ethereal firmament above. Ethereal firmament, y'all, out of space. It's all in galaxies and swirling worlds. It's a worlds unseen by mortals fill the ethereal firmament above. These worlds are heaven. These are the spirit what? Worlds. Leave me alone, man. These are the ethereal worlds. These are the living quarters, the abodes of the spirits of the dead. Jump down to verse 34. This right here kills it. It is. What is an idol? I remember C-Lot blind Zoyak over this. That boy didn't even know what an idol was. Like, God, man, you niggas. Like, come on, man. What is an idol? Answer. Anything having form and figure that is worship. Does your deity have a form? It does. You say his hair woolly, his skin blacker than Idi Amin, his voice is the sound of many waters, his eyes is bloodshot red, and his feet look like they burned in a furnace. So that means your deity has a form and figure. Well, that makes you God an idol. Has your God ever been seen, handled, slid through the birth canal of a woman? Rear end kicked up past his shoulder blades? Crucified? Show Moses' back parts? Right? If you're a religious devotee, you would have to say everywhere I just said in the Bible, well, that's your God, that's your neighbor. One Jacob was wrestling with, who later called God. Yeah. Well, but the point being, what? God has a form and figure and it's worship. If your God has been seen, your God has been worshipped. Guess what that makes the God's worship? False. When the Creator is ever present, no man can know his form. No man can know his figure. Unseen. So you can't compare that. We talking about something higher. So there ain't a God you can utter off your lips. There ain't a God you can spew off your tongue that's of a higher authority than what we talking about. We talking about the creator, the God maker. We talking about the maker of God. That's a whole other hit, y'all. That hit different. That hit different. It don't matter what God you name. I'm talking about that God's father. It don't matter what goddess you name. I'm talking about her daddy. Yeah. Yeah. So now there's anything that has form and figure that is worship. Question: who is God? Answer. A spirit with a heavenly throne. God is a spirit. Remember we read earlier, you know, to worship a spirit, even though he be a God, is the giving of your soul into bondage. Great Spirit is not in the form of a man that has ever sit on the throne. So look what the answer is. God is a spirit with a heavenly throne, believed by people in darkness to be who? The creator of all things. Bag drop weight. Familiar spirits often call themselves God and taught mortals to call them that also. Your God, pump faith. He been seen, he been handled, he been ate with, touched. You know what I mean? Got form and figure. So many concentrated forms of melanin or not. Woolly afro or the Rin Tin Tin hair. It don't matter. If he been seen, if he's been handled, if he has form and figure and your knees start slapping like a naked newborn and you bow and worship, God is false. Yeah, you got that. What my boy said, what he said, I had to back up off of it and sit my cup down. Oh, let's read this one right here and then we go somewhere else. Look at this. You need to know about where you're going. What's the itinerary? You don't even know. You're still worshiping a God. Look, the Christians are arguing with everybody in the conscious community about Jesus being the Jehovah of the Old Testament. They worship Jesus. A man who slid through the birth canal of a woman, who has form and figure, that has been seen, you dig, and is worship. That's an idol, that's a God, that's a false God that was created under the inspiration of a false God. Who are saviors? That's the question. Answer. Familiar spirits who have kingdoms and atmospheria. Hold on. Because let everybody tell it they go into the kingdom of their savior. Which, yeah, I mean, hey, if you devoted, you quoted and devoted to whatever God, that's where you're going as a slave. You know, even Paul tell you he's the bond servant of Christ. Slave. Creator tell you that bondage or slavery is totally against what we got going on. So saviors are familiar spirits, not the creator, who have kingdoms and atmosphere, right above your head. Look at this. Which by the ancients was called the lower heaven. Saviors are who? Tyrants. Who make slaves of other spirits who believe in them. Good night, boy. Good night. Look at this. Their slaves are sent back to mortals as guardian angels or familiar spirits or familiars in order to make captive slaves of mortals after death. Augment the Savior's kingdoms. Atmosphere. Good night. Huh? So the most quoted and devoted Christian or Israelite has what? Is under the inspiration of who? A familiar spirit. And this familiar spirit is sent by their Savior to them. So what? In order to make them slaves after death, to further augment the kingdom of that false God in the atmosphere. Good night. And you wonder why we go into the deities and the gods so hard. So you won't be worming on your damn belly one day. Look at this. Question. Well, how can a man escape the toils of false lords, gods, saviors, and familiars? Excellent question. Ask. Hope all y'all listening to this. You know what I mean? Because I ain't going to knock anybody's spiritual experience, spiritual war, dark forces, all that's real. But how do you escape the toils of the false lords, gods, saviors? I mean, how do you get around that, Malachi? This is what you do. Covenant with the Creator every day of his life. He shall covenant with the Creator every day of his life and serve him by doing good works to others. All his wisdom and strength. See how you escape the toils of the false lords, gods, and saviors and familiars by doing righteousness to others with all your wisdom and strength. And guess what? The false gods have no authority or power over you. You understand? It's a no-fly zone at that point. You are doing good works to others with all your wisdom and strength. The hell, a false god got any type of authority over you? In order for them to have authority over you, you gotta agree to what it is they're trying to get you to go do. You gotta agree to the inspiration of darkness. You covenant with your maker every day of your life. And how do you serve? How do you serve this invisible, ever-present God, Malachi, and serve him by doing good works to others? That's how. How do you serve Creator? By doing good works to others. With all your wisdom and strength. Nor shall he call in prayer on the name of a Savior or God. So you gotta zip that up. You want to escape the toils of the false gods, lords, and saviors and familiars, you gotta stop calling on them. You gotta do righteous works with all your wisdom and strength and stop allowing them, you feel me, to skip across your palates. Nor shall he call in prayer on the name of a Savior or God or any other spirit, but on the great Spirit only. Y'all hear that? You feel that? What did I just say that was so wrong? Now you know how to come from up under the clutches of the false gods, Lord, Savior. You know what I mean? Familiars. Now you know. Doing righteous work unto others with all my wisdom and strength, and stop praying to these suckers. Only to the great Spirit. Only to your Creator. And that prayer can be directed in. The prayer is within you, right? Direct the prayers in. You've been praying out for the longest. Direct them in. But on the great Spirit only. If he does this and eschews, meaning avoids intention, war, leadership, earthly gain, and earthly aggrandizement, then the high angels, the big brother sits in them, you know, the ones that really get it down for Creator, then Ethereal angels will come and guard him in the name of the ever-present Creator, the great Spirit, the God Maker, Jehovah. Y'all heard that? Now you know how to what? Come from up under the clutches. Come from up under the clutches of the false God. Yeah. Y'all getting some understanding, man. Spend some threes up in the chat, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Y'all see the title. All right? Y'all see the title. Ain't even no sense in acting like you don't see it. Let's get some more understanding. Let's get more understanding, man. That's all there. We ain't over here saying nothing blood curdling. Dig? That ain't what we on. We drop this on down. We're gonna do the book of Judgment. Let me show y'all something. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Just make it hard. You over there talking evil. What do you have I said? You doing nothing but clearing it up for you. And again, you can holler at your little bro MACABEE. I'm gonna make it make sense for you. And guess what? Everybody I holler at about this be like, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Dang, I didn't even know that. I know. You got too many people listening to me in sound bites. They base it off a sound bite. You ain't really trying to get the understanding. You understand it deep down. You got to ask yourself, why not? Why you ain't trying to get the understanding? What is that in you that got you foaming at the mouth? You know what I mean? You got goofy Negroes who called themselves cursing us back in the day to no avail. We shut all that down. Don't no unclean spirit got any type of authority. You know what I mean? Over nothing over this way. I'm standing on that. Yeah. I gotta watch some of this, right? We that spirit around me. That's like weird. I got some work to do. All right, chapter 20. Book of Judgment, chapter 20. All right, realities of the spirit. Right? What haven't we been taught? We've been taught. We just running around and just quoted and devoted. You ain't asking no questions. You don't know nothing about where you're going. You don't get there, how much it's going to cost, how long it's going to take. You ain't, you know what I mean? So you headed to a place you know nothing about. Think about it. Could you have been hoodwinked? Let's get into some of this. Chapter 20. Dang. God declares a day of judgment. He also decrees liberty, freedom to all men. Judgment Day. We heard about Judgment Day. We heard about Judgment Day our whole lives. What is that? What is that? Let's get to it right there. God said, there shall be a day of judgment to you, old man. Sooner or later, you shall take the matter into your own hand. Here you go, waiting on a white throne judgment, waiting for the devil to get thrown in the lake of fire, to be surrounded, for the New Jerusalem to be surrounded with men and assless chaps, whoremongers. That's Judgment Day, bro. You know, look what Creator say. No, the Judgment Day is when you take the matter into your own hand, old man. Look what you do on Judgment Day. Look what you do. And you look, and you shall look into your own soul to judge yourself. This comes to all men. None can escape it. You heard that? You heard that? Huh? Every man goes through Judgment Day. You dig? I'm gonna ask you, and if you really understand what's being said, that's daily. That's daily because you critique yourself. You should be critiquing yourself at least. You critique yourself and judge yourself. Like, in other words, you sit up, especially doing it at the end of the day. You're supposed to be sitting up like, you know what, I could have said that different. I could have came off different like that. I probably could have handled that situation a lot better. I probably could have said this, you know what I mean, something. I could have said that different to my son that would have encouraged him to do something greater and better. You know what I mean? None can escape that, right? You go through judgment every day when you distinguish between the right you've done versus the wrong. How you could have did something else better, right? You got to take that into your own hand. Sooner or later, you should take the matter to your own hand. You shall look into your own soul to judge yourself. This comes to all men. None can escape it. None can escape it. You waiting on something in the future, boy. You go through Judgment Day every day of your life. Huh? You over here waiting on something spooky to happen. You supposed to be judging yourself daily. Dang. So look what it says, verse 2. Verse 2. Such then is the judgment day. Let no man complain against the judge. You shall be your own judge. Right. Wow. Wow. Verse 3. Verse 3. And everyone judges against himself and sooner or later cries out, "Oh, Creator, I have sinned against you." Yeah, when you get feeling like that, yeah. In my youth, I tried to find excuses for my behavior. But now I am broken down utterly. After judgment comes who? Reformation. Here you go thinking, eternal judgment. No, you go through your judgment so you can change. You see? You go through your judgment so you can be reformed. So you can grow past whatever that was holding you back. So you can become more, so you can gather more strength in every aspect of your life. After judgment comes reformation. But let's ask anybody, once judgment comes, that's over. The devil and the false prophet, everybody gets thrown in the lake of fire. That's the day of judgment. It's over. The very next chapter, New Jerusalem comes down and is surrounded by dogs, mean and assless chaps, whoremongers. I thought all that was thrown in the lake of fire the previous chapter. The hell is this? No, after judgment comes reformation and who? Resurrection. So even after judgment comes the changing of behavior. And after that comes what? Graduation, ascension, resurrection, to rise up. After judgment comes reformation and resurrection, which begin within man as a new tree of life. See, there's no one or no thing beyond redemption when it comes to the Creator of God. You know what I mean? But you got to judge yourself, though. Even the false gods, they guess what they got to do? Because they still depend on the Creator for substance. But when it's realized, even though they already know, but they know that day coming to where, guess what? You got to check back in with pops. Yeah, all that milly mouthing you've been doing, you got to check back in with pops now. And guess what the conversation gonna be? All right, well, here comes reformation. Right now, you got to clean up your mess. And everybody that you harmed, you got to heal. Before you can even get to resurrection. You see the system in order? You see the responsibility? You responsible. Even if you a false ass God, you respond. Your rise or your fall is completely on you. Judge yourself. Save yourself. Perfect yourself. After judgment comes reformation and resurrection, which begin within man as a new tree of life. But whether you shall judge yourself in this life or wait until you are dead and risen in spirit, the matter, Malachi, is in your own hands. Good day, boy. The great ain't tripping up you getting a poked out mouth, arms crossed, talking about you mad. Hey, you smell your own breath over there. Don't matter. Your rise and your fall is on you. You got to take the matter into your own hands. You need to handle that business now, or you gonna do it when you a spirit, when you dead and risen in spirit. It ain't a if. It ain't a if with the credit. It's only a when. See, so the credit ain't gotta chase you down. The credit ain't gotta do none of that. You still depend on him for substance. Whether you a peasant or a king, you still depend on Creator for substance. Right? Look, whether you a mortal or a false god, you still depend on Creator for substance. So guess what? The rise and fall is on you. You can either get to it now, like a lot of us been like, oh, the hell we waiting. The hell we waiting for? We might start cleaning our mess up right now. You dig? That's what we doing. That's what we gang doing. You know what I mean? But the matter's in your own hands. It's in your hands. The Creator ain't stopped for a nanosecond of doing what he's doing because you call yourself mad, angry, and powerful. You know what I mean? Take the matter to your own hands on that. Judge yourself. After that comes change. You got to clean up everything that you spilled. And after that, once you get clean, now you're ready for resurrection. You know what I mean? Y'all get some understanding. Drop some tools up in the chat, man. We working over here. Easy to understand. Easy to understand, man. Shout out to Cosmo and Carrie. He said, "Watch it makes so much more sense." All you gotta do is be real with yourself. That's all you gotta do is be real. Stop all the lip phone. Yeah. Stop all the lip phone. So it's gonna be alright. You gotta. First step to understanding anything we're saying is for you to be real with yourself first. If you lie to yourself, I don't gotta change with you. You for sure lie to me. Be real with yourself. Like, dang, that is a contradiction right there. Okay, that dude say that he did say those little children. Dang, he did say chop the head off the goat, yank the organs out, chop the legs off, wash that in water, scrape the fat off the organs. Throw all that on, throw the dismembered corpse on the altar, draw blood water and roast that as a sweet smelling savor. That dude say that. Remind me of witchcraft. Like, you gotta be real with yourself. You know what I mean? Stop trying to figure out ways to make it make sense when it wasn't written for that. It was written to have you chasing your tail. Trying to make it look. It's not hard to make sense of the character of the creator. Love, life, and liberty to all without the harm to any. It's written. See that? It ain't hard. It ain't hard at all, man. Look at this. Judgment 20:6. Yet it would be better for you if you would sit in judgment on yourself every day of your life. Yes. Judgment day is every day. Critique yourself. I could have said this better. I just doing with myself yesterday. Like, dang, I should have. I could have said that different. Saying it like that, because I see how that affected, the person I was aiming at. You know what I mean? Like, so you constantly judging yourself like, yeah, okay, next time I'm come off like this. Yeah, I ain't mean to come off like that, but so, look, even with your children, sometimes they get on your nerves. You be like, boy, shut up. Gotta hear all that, you dig? And unless you check yourself or put restraints on yourself, you find yourself talking to them short leggers like they some cat in the streets. Nah. So, you always like critiquing or judging yourself daily. It's better for you to do that. Yet it would be better for you if you would sit in judgment on yourself every day of your life. But touching the matter of how you should judge yourself, hear the wisdom of your God, your elder brother, and benefit accordingly. God is your brother. Man, God is your brother, your elder brother. Look at this. Because of the ever presence of the Creator, you were quickened into a conscious being. Man, look, man. As your earth body is of the earth, so is your spirit. Okay? Nevertheless, spirit is the opposite of corporeal life. So what we here talking about today is the reality of the spirit realm. And what haven't the people been taught? Well, a lot of it's assumed. Hold on, give me a second, family. Give me 1 second. Mic check. Can I be heard, family? Drop some ones if I can be heard. I got some things going on in the background. Feel me? So, I had to run and check on that real quick. Drop some ones if I can be heard. Let's get back to this. This is a powerful read. And once again, shout out to the CGG. Show y'all something else about these thrones too. Look at this right here. Look at this. And we just read it. You know what I mean? Who's God? A spirit with a heavenly throne, believed by people in darkness to be the creator of all. Now you got the heavenly throne of God in Daniel and Enoch. Look what Enoch said. And beheld. And I beheld and saw therein in the palace of God a lofty throne, and his appearance was like the crystals of ice, and the wheels thereof was like the shining sun. And I saw watchers, cherubim. Underneath the throne came forth streams of blazing fire, and I was unable to look on. And the glory of the Great One sat. The glory of the Great One sat thereon, sat on the throne, and his raiment was brighter than the sun and whiter than any snow. It says right here, it says a blazing fire encircled them, and a great fire stood in front of them, so that none who surrounded them could draw near to him. 10,000 times 10,000. What is that? 100 million stood before him. He had no need of counsel, and his every word was a deed. So that's the book of Enoch right there, chapter 14, 18 to 22. Describing the deity on the throne. Right? Now here's Daniel. This is Daniel 7, 9 through 10. Same thing. Trip off what we just read, and then trip off how they're describing. And then if we was to ask you, well, is this the creator? Is this the creator, the God maker, or is this the God? And if it is, then you worship this God. Everybody that's a Bible devotee got to say, yeah. Again, if your God has been seen and has been worshipped, that God is false. Look at this, Daniel 7, 9 through 10. As I looked, thrones were placed, and one that was ancient of days took his seat. His raiment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool, or woolly hair. God got woolly hair. God got woolly hair. And the hair of his head like pure. Now remind you, remember, the creator is invisible, unseen. You can't see the creator. Creator ain't got form and figure of a man, woman, angel, or animal. So who is this? Who is this? Look at this. And the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was fiery flames. The throne's wheels were burning fire. A stream of fire issue came forth from before him. 1,000,000 served him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court sat in judgment. Book of Daniel 7, 9 through 10. Book of Enoch 14, 18 through 22. Describing the deity, and the deity sits on the throne. You know what I mean? So let me see if the chat list, if according to what we read, according to what we read, if God has been seen, and that God is worshipped, what does that make that God? Remember, the creator is ever present. Put your answer in the chat. The God, true or false? He's been seen and he's worshipped. Put your answer in the chat. True or false God? True God or false God? If he's seen and worshipped, is he true or is he false? All right, let's get back to it. I can let people mumbling now. Scrolled all the way up on. Because of the ever presence. Hold on, here we go. Correct. Book of Judgment 20:8. It says, right, because of the ever presence of Creator, you will quicken into a conscious being. As your earth body is of the earth, so is your spirit of the Creator. Nevertheless, spirit is the opposite of corporeal life. For corporeal life comes to an end, but the spirit of man is a tree of everlasting life. Ooh, look at this. Your spirit grows by cultivation, which is by the practice of wisdom, truth, virtue, benevolence, and affiliation with others. Yeah, it don't grow in isolation. Your spirit can't grow by yourself, isolated. You know what I mean? Spirit can't grow like that. You isolate it. Look what it says right in verse 10. This is powerful. Do not think that the soul grows by prayers or confessions to this God or that God. No one shall be exalted for words without works. Heard it? No one shall be exalted with words for words without works. Yet in whatever gods you firmly believe, you may worship them. But here's your choice. But remember, now hold on, nor shall any man prevent you in this freedom of yours. But remember, the same rule holds for all in this day. You shall never see the God you worship, unless indeed it is an idol. Backdrop. Wait, y'all thought I'd just be lip fumbling? You think I'd just be side jawing and lip flapping? Y'all heard what that just said? Look, well, you can go worship a packet of ketchup if you want. That's your freedom. You got freedom to go worship whatever. How you want to worship? Do whatever the hell you want to. You like to worship greased up midgets? Go ahead. But remember, the same rule holds for all in this day. You shall never see the God you worship, unless indeed it is an idol. Get the hell away from me with all this, man. All this Malakimach, man. Man. How are we coming higher? We became higher? No. You shall never see the God you worship, unless indeed it is an idol, a deceiving spirit, or an image of wood or stone or some corporeal substance. Jesus is a God. Jesus was seen, handled, hugged. Jesus was worshipped. While he was living, and of course, you know, after his death, they done turned him into a God. So he turned him into a God. Jesus Christ is a God, is a God that was invented. I mean, it was under an unction or an inspiration from a false god who we know as Calypto Louis. You may know him as Lucifer today, Luamon. You dig? But make no mistake about it, Jesus Christ is an idol. Yeah, it's a God. It's a God that has been seen, has been handled, and is worshipped. Shout out to the real Yahshua, man. Salute. I mean, great son of the Creator. I mean, never was worshipped. You dig? Just came and put that light on him. And for that, he was murdered by black-hearted, urine-drinking bastards. I mean, his death ain't replaced the sacrificial systems, and that shit ain't of the Creator anyway. No, you murdered this man. That's what happened. You murdered him. You know what I mean? He was murdered by black-hearted, urine-drinking bastards. Shout out to the real Yahshua. Real Steel, son of the Creator, big bro. And salute. Dig? We gonna expose the deities. We gonna expose the deities over here. And if ain't nobody tripping, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Yeah, we ain't giving no passes around here about none of it. You know what I mean? You may want to do a deity check, because you in danger coming around the game. Trust me. I like that, bro. That verse hit hard. But remember, the same rule holds for all in this day. You should never see the God you worship unless indeed it is an idol. As your God been saying. That God been worshiped. In the spirit there. Or an image of wood or stone or some corporeal substance. For behold, look at this. My creator, get down, boy. He's talking about just flapping your lips and foaming everywhere. Listen, slow down and listen to what we're saying. There ain't no coinky dink. The HOK has been dismantled. Oh, this is after the game swing through. It ain't no coinky dink. All your major platforms is quote unquote supposed to be the top Israelite platform. All that's been canceled. There ain't no motion. The little motion it is irrelevant. It's like, come on, but you know what happened? What happened before you lost all that steam and that motion? You ran across CG. You ran across creative game. Game. That's what happened. We had a dialogue. We had a conversation. You know what I mean? And that conversation planted a spiritual seed within your mind. You understand? Then guess what? You can do nothing about it. It's inevitable. All things answer to the Creator in the end. Everybody that's against us gonna be with us one day. We're gonna be laughing. And boy, I told you hundreds of years ago what this is. You know what I mean? Come on in, man. I told you. That's what all y'all gonna get from me. At least one time. I told your ass. Come on. We could have been way past this. Come on, it's all good. No, baby, it's all good. For behold, I have cast out all gods, lords, and saviors on earth, and in the heavens of the earth. Boy, your maker ain't playing. God maker ain't playing with nobody. You playing. You tiptoeing through tulips. You in moccasin mode. You quoted and devoted to the deity that's about to have you worming on your belly button. Meanwhile, creators like, I done cast all them out. What are you talking about? And when the spirits of the dead come to you in charges, spirits appear in human form. That's what that means. Saying, behold me, I am your Savior. I am your Lord. I say to you, all such spirits or drudges or demons. Remember I said earlier, I'm not the one to knock whatever spiritual experience you have. The question is that a true God or a false God? And whatever, and if no, that's true God, I'm gonna, how you know? Has your God been, has that God been seen? Is that God worshipped? Have you had spiritual experience when you say you saw quote unquote Joshua or Jesus? Talking about I'm your Savior, I'm your Lord. People ready to say all such spirits of dead. Them low spirits. Here you go, just so you done start praying like the Muslims. Got snot out on the ground, rectum perpendicular in the earth. Boy got his ass in the earth. You done got snot on the ground, you done blew your drawers out. It is. Nevertheless, if you worship a God or Lord, then let such be a role model to you. Cast your eyes into your own soul. Purify yourself inside of your Creator, whom you cannot doubt. You say, look, if you worship a God or a Lord, make sure morally they can be considered a role model. Look at this. In that respect, it is no sin for you to worship any good ideal whom you shall emulate in your behavior. Yeah. Good behavior, good ideals, you're supposed to be emulating that. You got freedom to worship how you want, when you want. Yeah, no doubt. Same rules apply. Yet because of such worship, this you shall also prove, that whoever of the ancients was great, or whatever God was well known, that you set your soul on the Lord, yo, familiar spirits will come to you to deceive you, professing to be that ancient or that God. You really don't know the dynamics of the spirit realm. What haven't you been taught? You over calling on Jesus, till you say Jesus, and you don't even know. Like, hey, look, you've been set up for a slaughter. You've been set up to be a slave to this false god. Wormy on your belly. Familiar spirits will come to you to deceive you, professing to be the angel of God. And if you believe them, then this too you shall prove. You were dead. Your soul risen from the dead. So now you're in the spirit realm, right? Look at this. Yo, some deceiving spirit will, not might, will come to you to use you. Nor shall you discover for a long season that you have been the dupe and slave of an unscrupulous master. What is you talking about, boy? Huh? You don't even know what you about to run up on. You don't even know. You better look. Listen to me. There's God who you worship. Look, can come looking exactly how you expect and sounding exactly how you think he's supposed to sound. This right here says, since you into the deity worship and you quoted and devoted, listen. When you dead and your soul is risen from the dead, some deceiving spirit will come to use you. Will come to you to use you, not might. It's a guarantee. It's coming. And you don't know what to say. You don't know how to respond. Because if he pop up looking like Revelations, your knees gonna be slapping like a naked newborn. Your kneecaps gonna get dusty. You gonna bow, blow all your drawers out, and say what? I'm quoted in the book. Third. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm doing it. You don't even listen to a false God. This ain't the creator. Some deceiving spirit will come to you to use you, nor shall you discover for a long season. You've been played. That you have been the dupe and slave of an unscrupulous master. Let's look at some of these realities of the spirit realm. For this day, in the lower heavens, the atmosphere. Look at this, y'all. There are millions of false prophets, millions of false Buddhas, millions of false Christ, millions of them, and millions of false Gabriel gods or Allah. You want you an East Indian Jeebus, or you want you a Jeebus from the Congo? You want you a Nova Scotian? I mean, pick your poison. It's millions of these niggas around here. Who you want to worship? Whatever God you think he look like, look, he's amongst the millions. And they're all in the lower heavens. I ain't the one to deny your spiritual experience. Yeah, this spirit world is real. You don't know how to navigate through it, though. You don't know the inward dynamics and the workings of it. You don't know the system in order, though. Huh? You just studying cloud patterns. You ain't really, you know what I mean, put your mind to it to be like, dang, man, like, okay. Like, how this work? You feel me? What's next? What we gonna be doing? Is there any education? Is there any training? You know what I mean? Like, once you start asking them certain questions, you start realizing, like, hold on, dang. I don't know what's going on. And y'all, the reason you don't know it ain't because it's in the Bible and you ain't skipped across it, or it's in the Quran and you just ain't skipped across it, or they just ain't cracked the hieroglyphic for it yet. Let me show you how these false gods have played you. They have systematically and intentionally on purpose kept this higher light from you. Because if you knew where you was headed and what you need to do, to come from under the clutches of these suckers, guess what? They lose all their power. That's why the gang is so dangerous. That's why. That's why. This day in the lower heavens, there are millions, y'all. It ain't just one wild Buddha Christ in our life. Millions of them. Millions. Hey, you better covenant yourself to the Creator only. And hurry up with it. Stop praying to these suckers. And guess what? Adapt, love, life, and liberty to all without the horn head. And the Ethereal angels, the high-raised angels of the Creator. That's all you need to know then. I ain't bet. I come with bread. I'm good. You know what I mean? The high-raised angels. Look, the false gods and lords ain't got nothing on the high-raised Ethereal big brother and big sister now. We got, man, the Creator got some sons and daughters that's so high-raised. They look, just their presence alone. Sometimes they got so much light. Sometimes they got to turn the light down. Y'all, it's millions of these deities right above your head in the atmosphere. If you understand that, drop a 9 in the chat. Realities of the spirit realm. What haven't we been taught? What haven't we been taught? We've just been taught, I got the name Sweet Jesus. That's all you've been taught. I got the name Sweet Jesus. I got the name Sweet Jesus. That's all you've been taught. You ain't good. Been always like that. Let's finish this off. I gotta really be short like a minute. Of course, I want to jump on here and chop it up with friends. Look at this. Look at this shit. Put it down about right here. Bam. So now that you know it's millions of these suckers, man. Yeah, that's why I'm not knocking nobody's spiritual experience. You probably did see an entity that identified as Jesus and got your complete attention. You probably did. But you don't know the system in order. You don't know what to say. You don't even know how to identify if the God is real or false. You don't know. False gods have purposely kept this information away from your pastors, from your imams, from your elders, from all that. You know what I mean? Why you think we can get on Sonetta and talk to we blue in the face about the difference between the Creator and God, and they still don't get it? Whoever binds himself to these names, Christ, Allah, whoever binds himself to these names while on earth becomes a fit subject for demons, true jobs to fall upon. Enters heaven. Stomped out. False God trying to capture your soul and the soul of your family. At least you know how to come into covenant with the Creator now. At least you know how to be in good graces and have the Ethereal angels towards you. Y'all just about doing serve Creator, about serving your neighbor. Get out. Stop being a misfit all your life. Get out there and do something good for somebody. Do something good that can last. You know, show somebody how to, how to get it themselves. If you got to show them how to do it. You know what I mean? Raise each other up. That's how you do it. So if you bind yourself, if you so quoted in the book like a vocab Malone or Zoyak or Brother Lie, and you just so quoted, you look, when we hear y'all talk, we already know where y'all going. We already know what deity finna have you worming on your belly, jack naked. Worming on your little wee-wee, jack naked. You know what I mean? You become a slave, a fit subject of demons to fall upon. Do not think, jump off this because some of you think. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. So don't think as soon as you die that, you don't know exactly what's going on. I'm gonna know in that day the system in order and the inward mechanics of the spirit realm, and if that God false or none of that. All I need to know right now is the blood of Jesus. No, do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying. in your early entrance into the S world, spirit world, you, the devotees of the false God, you shall be easily deceived. That's why we can't do nothing but just be the light, y'all. Show the light. Love on your people. That's all our people quoted and devoted to some type. I'm talking about some type of God. We all got that elder matriarch in our family. Now she knew was Mississippi and Jesus. That's my granny. My granny died about 11 years ago. Ah man, I miss her so much. You know what I mean? But all she knew was Mississippi and Jesus. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? All we can do is really be that light. But the beautiful thing about any of it is, even if they find themselves as slaves in the kingdom to a false god, the Creator loves you so much, he ain't gonna leave you there forever. Eventually, the kingdom falls. Eventually, that false god gets jumped by his subjects, and they end up in a place of torment. You know what I mean? And it takes the faithless, the ones like us in the flesh right now. When we cross over, we go through a training on how to deliver people out of hell. And that's what we do. Creator send you to go get them together. For the very ones that's mocking us now, more than likely we gonna be sent to get them up out of that situation. And what you gonna hear from me when you see my face? I told you. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. But that's the beautiful thing about Creator is there's no everlasting chestnuts roasting on an open fire. False gods nipping at your nose. No, you don't burn forever. And realize this: whatever place of torment you find yourself in, you built it for yourself through your actions on earth. God did not throw you. True God or Creator did not put you in that situation. Creator don't do that. You know what Creator do? Hey, Yahweh wanted his son to say, hey, go clear out the lower heavens of all those hell spots. You know what I mean? Get those spirits together and put them in a spot where they can start learning about it. You know what I mean? Then you start growing, maturing into the academy of their universities, universe. You know what I mean? It's the same system in order. You remove all the idols out of your heart and love your neighbors yourself, whether you're an angel or more. See that? Nothing's beyond redemption, man. Do not think that great wisdom comes suddenly by dying, and your early interest into the S world shall easily be deceived. For which reasons, this is how you covenant to the Creator, y'all. Listen. You know what I mean? Write down the book of Judgment, chapter 20, verse 20 to 21, so you can have to understand it. I repeat this to myself several times daily, along with a few other ones. Let me keep my thoughts pure today. Creator, help me keep my thoughts pure today. My heart full of love and tenderness. I repeat that, and I repeat this daily. Right? This is how you come in covenant with the Creator. For which reason you shall school yourself every day of your life. That your Creator only is your God. Since y'all talking God, you know what I mean? We talking about the supreme being. Well, my Creator only over this way. And that you shall never see him as you see a man or an angel. But that you can see him every day in the glory of the throne. Wow. With this faith in your soul, you shall die and enter heaven fearlessly. You'll never see Creator. You see a man, woman, angel, or animal. You want to see Creator? Go look at this creation. And see, look, keep this in your mind. Right? That the Creator is not in the form and image of a man, and the Creator is not sitting on the throne nowhere. Right? Keep that in mind. With that knowledge or that faith in your soul, you should die into the spirit world fearlessly. You ain't shaking and nervous or none of that. No, you confident. You know what's what. You know what to look for. You know to look out for the jack boys. You know there's some scandalous spirits right there. You know what I mean? You know if somebody in the form of a man, no matter how exalted, come to you telling you bow, you stand before your maker. You know to tell him his breath stinking. Keep it moving. Blow right past him. What about cough the lungs up laughing at you? How much you the Creator? Blow right past him. With this faith in your soul, you should die and enter heaven fearlessly. And when a pretended God or Savior comes to you asking worship, asking service, asking tribute, you shall know in truth he is false. Good night, boy. If y'all got some understanding today, drop some of them vortices up in the chat. It's your little bro MACABEE. Ready gang together, man. Shout out to the 4 Horsemen. Shout out to my brother C-La Shalom, Cosmine, Kyle, Daryl, Cosmine, and I'm the little brother of the gang, the Turtle Gang, MALAKI, MACABEE, Michelangelo. Put a vortex on a nunchuck, pop you right in your mouth. You and your deal. You understand? There ain't nothing but love and light balance over this place. I ask you to see. You understand? Clarity. Clarity. Realities of the spirit realm. What happened to talk? Yeah. Good next time, family. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go check on the fam. Get them together. The spirit is being productive and progressive for the place. I mean, it don't stop at the casket drop over here. And then after, it don't stop even then. You feel me? I see everybody can build. Shout out to Emerge Love. Love, light, balance to you. Shout out to Belinda Brown. Love, light, balance to you. See what else we got up there. And everybody in the chat. Y'all already know. I just ain't seen them in the chat earlier. So shout them out. Dig. It's your brother Megaton Light Bomb, MALAKI, MACABEE. You dig? And we'll be back on not tomorrow, the next day after that. Quick little 2 hour, hour and a half chop sessions, just to keep it, because your spirit grows through cultivation, right? Righteous works done unto others and affiliation, man. Y'all tap in with the gang, like we talk about it. Look, it's people that rock with us from all walks of life. You dig? And it ain't no topic that we can't tackle. You know what I mean? Show us the spiritual system, and we'll show you the deity behind it. All right. The next time, family, I'm out of here. All praises to the ever-present Creator, the all in all, the always was, is, and ever shall be, the mighty and great Spirit, the mighty and great I am, whose magnitude is what incomprehensible, and whose presence is everywhere. Good night, boy. Look at Ebony Israel. E baby, is that E baby? Ebony Israel, put a 1 in the chat if you eat, baby. Sis right there. I ain't heard from you in about a million years. What's the word, E baby? I know you got questions, E baby. Holla at your brother. Okay, yeah, get on in here, E baby. Yeah, I know you got some questions, sis. If you got questions, we got answers. Yeah, nothing but love and light over here. Steady bomb. So I'm up out of here. Y'all handle y'all business, and I'll tap back in next time. Give all praise to the ever-present, the creator, the God maker. Ooh, wait. Till the next time, fam. Love and light. There we go.